Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Inked Up Runners News. This week's stories include the Double SCAR FKT attempt, the Seven Trails Ultra Festival, the USATF Road 100 National Championship, Zach Bitter's record falls, and is this the year that the record falls at Strolling Jim? Starting out with Luke Boschwaller's attempt to break the Double SCAR FKT attempt. Luke was unable to do that this weekend, completing the first leg of SCAR, getting a single SCAR, and then deciding after getting a single SCAR that was enough. He was having some nutritional issues and decided that it was probably best that he didn't attempt to go back and complete the other SCAR. However, he was able to complete the first SCAR in under 17 hours, which is extremely strong. So we'll keep an eye and see if Luke tries it again. Luke is extremely talented and can run those trails up there very, very quickly. The Seven Trails Ultra Festival happened this past weekend in Damascus, Virginia, with there being a plethora of different distances. However, due to timing and whatnot, I was only able to find the 100-mile finishers, top 100-mile finishers. The top male finisher was Morgan Jeffrey in 16:46. with the top female being Kate Sidoli in 21 hours and 47 minutes. I know when I had initially started these broadcasts, I had discussed that I was only going to talk about local running news. However, there are going to be some time to time I'm going to share some other news that is nationally or world news, and that's going to be now. So with that being said, we did have the USATF 100-mile Road National Championship that was held in Nevada this weekend. Lots of big time runners showing up. However, no surprise who took home the win on the male side. Zach Bitter was the top male, with Jake Jackson being the second place male. On the female side, you had Stephanie Flippin, that was the top female, with Camille Herron being the second female. Camille struggled a lot during that race and was able to pull it together and still able to come in second, which is just amazing. Camille is an amazing athlete, so great job to all of those. When we're talking about Zach Bitter, let's talk about his 100-mile record. His 100-mile record failed this weekend to a guy named Alexander Sorokin of Lithuania. Alexander set a new world record of running 100 miles at the Centurion Running Track 100-mile event with a time of 11 hours, 14 minutes, and 15 seconds, beating Zach's time of 11 hours, 19 minutes, and 13 seconds that he set in 2019. Both are amazing times, and if anybody knows Zach, he will be back at it again very shortly, I'm sure, to reclaim his record from Alexander. So, is this the year that someone finally beats Andy Jones's record at Strolling Jim? Well, Zach Beeben will be back to take another stab at it. Andy's record of 3:59.26 is held since 1991, with Zach being the only person getting close to beating it, which was in 2019 with a time of 4 hours, 7 minutes, and 42 seconds. Zach is an extremely talented runner who had I believe a 5-hour finish at the Tunnel Hill 50-miler. So if anybody can beat that time, it's Zach. So we'll be looking forward to this week's event to see if he can do that. If Zach is able to win Strolling Jim and beat that course record, he will take home a pretty big paycheck. There is a $6,000 prize money to anybody who can beat that course record. Several years ago, they had put $1,000 down for anybody who could beat Andy Jones's course record, and every year since then that someone has not beaten that record, it has went up $1,000 increment every single year. So I believe we're up to $6,000. Last year it was canceled, so with it being canceled, yeah, I don't think anything changed, so it still should be at $6,000. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's this coming weekend. For all you Barkley fans, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel has a story on the Barkleys. Features a couple of local runners, Greg Armstrong and Liz Canty. Greg is a local Middle Tennessee runner. A lot of people knows Greg from his records that he set at Ball State. And I think for a lot of us, everybody remembers Greg's push that he had at the Mid-State Mile last year. Greg is just an amazing athlete. I had an opportunity to crew Greg when he ran SCAR last year. Amazing guy, just a super good, cool guy. So if you get a chance, definitely watch that. Liz Canty, she is a very accomplished runner from Northern Alabama. She's featured on it as well. She ran the Barkley the last time, and she got back in it this year. She tends to always win at the BFC, which is the Barkley Fall Classic. Liz has won multiple races. Just a super talented runner. She is really talented and really strong, and both of those guys do a really good job on the special. I watched it over the weekend, and I highly recommend it. So to close out this week's episode, just a reminder on this week's races. We have the Strolling Jim this weekend. We have Grayson Highlands this weekend, and we have the Dark Sky 50 miler coming up. So those 3 races are happening on May 1st. So keep an eye out for those. We'll be watching to see if Zach Beaven takes out that record. And that's it for this week. I'm Jason Atnip. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on the trail.